I actually called a number. I was listening to the radio, and I called a number and I said a friend I knew needed help with the drug problem. They called me back, and eventually I just told them it was me. I needed some help. Started talking to a guy named Jonah. They found me Sovereign Health here and said, it's down in Florida. And I'd never been to Florida before, and it was a great opportunity. It's like, oh, hey, vacation. The next day I was on a flight, came down here. Honestly, when I first was looking at treatment, I just wanted to get through detox. That was my hurdle. I could never get past that third day, and it always led me back to using, relapsing. That's what it started as, and then when I got down here, I took advantage of it. The groups, the individual sessions with my therapist. I learned a lot in those sessions about myself, and as far as my expectations here, they were well exceeded. I've been to one other treatment program. It was actually a jail, CBCF, up in Cincinnati, and I was forced into it. It was court ordered. I wasn't ready. My mind wasn't in it. I was just trying to do the short time thing and get right back to my lifestyle. And it became a point in time in life where, enough was enough, and it was kind of life or death. I knew if I didn't choose life that I would die. I was grateful to get here. It was a blessing, actually. There was an out-of-pocket expense, and it was waived. Only the grace of God, I'd say, and they got me here. I think a lot of it had to do with the fact that I was ready to make that change. It's a beautiful place, I'm coming from an inner city, so to be out here on a lake, the trees and, flowers and the lizards running around, and it's just a beautiful place. The rooms are comfortable, new air conditioning unit. That was a big help for me when I was withdrawn. Personal shower, all the hot water I needed. It was very comfortable here. Once you get over Florida's humidity and you kind of acclimate to it, it's a wonderful place. Awesome. It was an awesome experience. I got a mad love for him. He's helped me in so many different ways and got me to take a look at myself. All the staff, I feel, cares. Everybody's willing to listen, talk, offer advice, or even just, listen to you complain. I did that a lot my first week or two. But they care, you can tell they care. It's not just a job. They actually want to see you do good in life and succeed. Oh, a typical day is it's atypical, it changes daily. Wake up early, you get a routine going, that structure. Wake up, watch the sunrise over a cup of coffee. Breakfast, great food here. There's 3 healthy meals that are delicious. Gotta love steak night. Groups, we do cognitive behavioral therapy. It's something that I'd seen before, but in a different way. Expressive art therapy, just being able to express myself and take some time out of my day to sit down and relax. It's business, but it's at the same time it's not business because we're engaged, and the groups, everywhere from relationships to stress management, medication management, relapse prevention group was really helpful. There's definitely for me, it made me want to put in the work because I was starting to see the results. Even in a short period of time, you get to look at yourself. And every night I could look myself in the mirror and have my head held high because it was a good day. And I didn't use and I didn't leave, and I learned something, whether it be about myself or about one of my peers here. It's a really good opportunity to try to figure out who I am, what I have to offer the world. Because I know I have more to offer than being an addict and getting in trouble. And it's just an eye-opening experience. You take a good look at yourself, you realize you got positive qualities. And I care about people, and I'm a good person. I don't think there's enough film to tell you everything I've learned, but quite simply, I learned that you can do something different. History doesn't have to be a continuous cycle. Once I decided that enough was enough and became open to change and willing to actually try it this time, there's no other experience. I remember the time where I had the aha moment, or epiphany of sorts, and realized that I was exactly where I needed to be at this moment in time. Because I could have chose to stay home, or I could have chose to leave. Basically, it boils down to choices. Life is full of choices, and they all have consequences, whether they're good or bad. Either way, it's up to me ultimately which direction I want to go from here on out. And even while I was here, I could have decided to not attend groups, or if there was a group I felt wasn't particularly helpful, then that was the time where I would schedule an individual session with my therapist. So it was never time wasted. And for people that are thinking about coming here, or feel they need some help, this is a great place. And for a long time, I was in denial. I didn't have a drug problem, and I didn't need help. I could control it until I couldn't anymore. And it was one of the hardest decisions I made, and I made it easily, if that makes sense. Because I was one who didn't like to ask for help. I like to do things on my own, but we always need somebody, and there's always somebody willing to help, as long as they don't know you need help if you don't ask, or even if they know, they're not gonna force you into it. They'll definitely let you know, give you hints. Like, are you okay? You want to talk? Use the tools. Every person here, every group here, the whole day is really a big tool. Even so much as dinner. Sitting around with a group of friends, having a meal. Not running to McDonald's and eating on the go. Sit down and spend quality time with people. I learned a lot about quality time here. There's good people. We come from all over the country, all walks of life, and we all have something in common. And being able to sit down and figure out what that is makes our bond stronger. I'm leaving here with more family members than I had back home. That's a beautiful thing.